do I keep coming back to Tupelo? Why I'm involved in this? It's the best. It's the pinnacle. You know, I say the ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist contest is the Super Bowl. Well, Tupelo is the Pro Bowl. Everybody has to be on their A game. The best from all over the world. All the Tupelo champs come back, converge on his birthplace where it all started, and it just means the world to us. They make you feel like home. That's why we keep coming back. I can speak for myself and all the other guys. We're home when we're at Tupelo. That's why we keep coming back.
I'm Nick Armstrong, and I'm from Germantown, Tennessee, right outside the Memphis area. It's been when I was, ever since I can remember, really. My grandma always played Elvis in the car, and then it just kind of grew from there.
When did you first get involved with the Elvis Week festivities?
When I was about 8 years old. That was when I first started performing, and I did Images of the King, but they didn't have a youth competition then. They just let the youth guys go up and perform, I think.
Well, I was in the Ultimate in 2016 in Memphis in the semi-finals, and when I came back I had a feeling I wanted to qualify again, and in the UK they'd stopped. No, there was only one contest, and I got an invite from Craig, an email, because it was a personal email. That gave me the desire to check out Tupelo, because it was the birthplace of Elvis, and I thought, if I'm going to spend that money to come to America, I want to do one of the best festivals, which means something. So when I came to Tupelo the first time, I came second in 2017 to Coty DNF, and I just got the bug. I love the place, I love the people, I love the organisation, I love the way they run it. It's all very, you feel at home, you feel welcome, and it's just an amazing experience all around.
Well, so last year I blindly entered. I had gone to this little tiny show and saw Bill Cherry, and I showed him a video of me singing My Way, and he said, go enter contest. So I started looking up contests. I'd been singing in the shower. I didn't know what I was doing. I stepped on that stage and I got top 10. First time ever doing it, and now I'm back. This marks the anniversary of 1 year of me being an ETA, and I'm back on that stage, and I made it top five, and so it's an amazing feeling.
I did tag. I put a
amount of response, you know, from the crowd. Everybody is a family. Everybody loves each other. We are all brothers, all the ETAs, and we're all doing this for the same reason, which is to keep Elvis's music going forth for other generations to hear it. You know.
So I got involved in Tupelo around 2010, actually, just coming and watching the festival as a fan. So it's always been a dream of mine to be a competitor. So it's really great to be down here, and I just love the festival and the people. There's not a mean person in Tupelo. So
Tupelo for me, 2019 was my first year here to compete. I was blessed enough to make top 10 in my first year, and strangely enough, a couple years later, here we are, and this is the same bookstore that they had me in for the top 10 a couple of years ago. So it's kind of coming full circle. It's been a great contest this year. It's been a really tight competition this year, but the atmosphere amongst all the guys in the dressing room has been, I mean, close to one of the best atmospheres I've experienced in a festival. We've all had a great time, having a lot of fun together. First round was intense. Second round was twice as intense. You're standing there waiting as they're calling off the names, you know, and it gets to number 9, and you're starting to panic at that point when you're looking around and seeing all these talented guys around you. But luckily, I got that call, and here we are now standing in the bookstore for a meet and greet as the top 5, and one more song to go, one more chance on stage, and we're going to try to win this thing.
Debbie Brangenberg roped me in like 2015-16 when I was doing the Ultimate. I scored top 5 both years, and she was like, "You're coming to Tupelo to compete," and I was like, "Sure, of course." And then you know, my Broadway shows kind of picked up, so I had to put my ETA work to the wayside. And then when I re-entered in 2021 and became the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist, that's when she cornered me again, and she said, "Now you're definitely coming to Tupelo, but not to compete." And I said, "Twist my arm."
2 questions. I first came to Tupelo probably about 10 years ago, my first visit, and I hadn't been back for about 5 years after that. But once I came back, I just wanted to keep coming back. So I came 2 years ago with the pandemic, before the pandemic, and placed in the top 5 then. So now it's just an honor to be with these guys again, and even Matt King over there, and Michael Cullifer. even these guys. But it's great to be amongst these guys. They're a good bunch of guys, and it's going to be a tough contest tonight, but we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I mean, just the whole Tupelo Festival is a completely different vibe. People are so welcoming here compared to other festivals. There are some festivals where it's very strict, very cold with the management. At Tupelo, it really does feel like a family. It doesn't feel, it feels more homely, and it's just kind of a hometown vibe, which is ironic because it's Elvis's hometown.
It's special here, man. Like you said, you know, the fans, the people, they know Elvis, man, through and through, and you can tell down to the smallest details. They know it, they appreciate it, and there's no other place like being in Tupelo, for sure.
I'm Michael Cullifer, and being Tupelo Top 5, the whole festival is just an amazing festival, one of the best ones out there. I love being in Tupelo. It's the birthplace of Elvis, and being in the Top 5 is such a huge honor. I mean, the guys this year, they were stacked, all talented, so it was a tough competition, except Mario. No, I'm just kidding.
Tupelo is the highlight. Tupelo Elvis Festival is the highlight on pretty much every ATI's calendar. So as soon as I got to the US, I knew that I had to get to Tupelo Elvis Festival.
Yes, performing in Tupelo is the closest thing to performing in Memphis. They're the same. They're like brothers, you know. For me, it's Tupelo. You feel Elvis in the air. It's not just a festival. You hear him in the trees, you hear him, you feel him in the air. It's different. It's the same as Elvis week in Memphis. You hear it, you feel it. It's not a little weekend gig. It's where you are. It's very special. And to be here in the birthplace is even more special because in a different way, it's really getting back to who Elvis was as a human being, not the icon. So that's what I really appreciate about it, is the fact that you can see where Elvis grew up and you can really experience what made him who he was.
Oh, absolutely. It's an honor, number one, and I personally get a little bit more nervous and stuff because of where I am. But this festival, out of all the festivals in the world, in this country, everywhere, to me this is the most prestigious. It means the most. If it wasn't for Tupelo, you wouldn't have all the Elvis stuff we get to enjoy in Memphis. So this one means a lot to me, and I'm very honored to be here.
Between this and Memphis, they're both very special because obviously Elvis was born here. This is where the magic. Well, he got his guitar across the street. It all started here, and then so yeah. I mean, there is definitely something special about Tupelo that kind of puts everything else just ever so slightly to the side. And I would say between Tupelo and Memphis, they kind of are the same family. It's like the brothers and sisters, you know. But I love it here, man. You can feel the spirit of Elvis in Tupelo.
I first came to Tupelo in 2014 and I competed in the contest. And the first reason I came here was, first and foremost, it was the birthplace of Elvis Presley. And the sense of family and community is probably the best in the world. And for that reason, I return every year because I've made so many wonderful friends. And, you know, friends are family here. And that's why I love Tupelo.